Alright, the time now is 10:15 p.m. I made a promise to Wen Tian. I say I'll upload the video by tonight, and I'm going to keep my promise. Okay, I'm really tired right now, but let's get down to it. Okay, so if I do make any mistakes in the working, please do just drop me a text and I'll correct it. Alright, so question number one, divide this. So this is our dividend. We're going to divide by the divisor. So we're going to do long division. So I make sure that all the powers are in descending powers of x. 3x squared plus x minus 1. My divisor over here is in descending powers of x as well. So my first thing first, I'm going to make these two the same. So I need to multiply by 2x. So multiply by 2x. So if I multiply by 2x to each and every single of this term, I'm going to get 2x cubed. X times 2x gives me plus 2x squared. And lastly, of course, times 1, which gives me 2x. So let me minus it off. So I'm going to get 0. Negative 3 minus 2 gives me negative 5x squared. And x minus 2 will give me x. Sorry, negative x. All right. And of course, I bring down the negative 1 over there. And let's see what's next. I need to multiply by negative 5, right? So the next one is negative 5. I'm going to get negative 5x. Multiply by negative 5x. And I have negative 5 over here. Let's do some subtraction. So negative x plus 5x will give me 4x. And of course, negative 1 plus 5 will give me positive 4. Okay, so if I have to write this in the dividend equals divisor times quotient plus remainder, so I know my dividend is 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to the divisor, x squared plus x plus 1 times the quotient, so this one times the quotient 2x minus 5 plus the remainder is 4x plus 4. Alright, so this is how I would do this question. Okay, let's move on. Question number 2. Given that the expression, let's say this expression is my function fx. So given that the expression leaves a remainder of 3, okay, so means I know that, and 15 when it's divided by x minus 1, so means I know that in this case, x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1. I'm going to substitute that into my function. So I'm going to substitute 1 in my function. And if I do that, 1 cubed plus p1 squared minus q times 1 plus 3, it will give me a remainder of 3. Okay, so if I were to simplify this, I'm going to get 2 plus p minus q plus 3 is equals to 3. P minus q is equals to 3 minus 5. Therefore, p minus q is equals to negative 2. Okay, so this is my equation number 1. Let's form a second equation. I know that it gives me a remainder of 15 when divided by x plus 3. So x plus 3, I'm going to make it 0. So x is equals to negative 3. So what it tells me is that if I were to substitute in negative 3 into the function, so let's do that. I'm going to get 2 negative 3 cubed plus p negative 3 squared minus q negative 3 plus 3. I'm going to get a remainder of 15. So this is going to give me 54 plus 9p plus 3q plus 3 is 15. And 9p plus 3q is equals to 66. So this is my equation number 2. Okay, so all we have to do is to solve this simultaneously. Okay, and we can get the answer. You could probably divide this by 3, equation 2 by 3. 3p plus q is equals to 22. So this is equation number 3. Alright, so you can take equation number 1 plus equation number 3. You can easily solve for p. Once you do that, you should get, if you do that, you should get p is equals to 5, q is equals to 7. You can use a calculator to double check. Alright, I will not do the simultaneous equation for you in this video, but you should be able to do it by yourself. Alright? Okay, moving on. Question number 3. Okay, the polynomial 2x squared plus 6x plus 5 has the same remainder when divided by x plus a or x minus 2b. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that if this polynomial is my fx, that means when I substitute in f negative a, okay, so I substitute negative a into the function, it's going to have the same remainder. So the remainder is going to be negative a squared plus 6 negative a plus 5. This is going to be the same as if I substitute this thing inside. So x is equals to 2b. So it's going to be the same as if I substitute in 2b inside. Alright? Okay, so if I were to substitute this inside, let us simplify things. This is going to be 2a squared minus 6a plus 5. This is going to be 8b squared plus 12b plus 5. Since they want me to find what is a minus 2b, I notice that I have an a here and I have a b here. I'm going to shift this a over to the other side. The rest, I'm going to just bring it over to the left-hand side. Just nice, I have a plus 5 here, plus 5 here. If I bring it over to the other side, the 5 will cancel out. Alright, so by shifting things around, I'm going to get 2a squared minus 8b squared is equals to 6a plus 12b. Okay, I'm going to divide by 2 throughout. A squared minus 4b squared, 3a plus 6b. Over here on the left hand side, I'm going to get a squared minus 2b squared is equals to, let's factorize out a 3a plus 2b. Okay? The left hand side, this is of the expansion a minus 2b, a plus 2b equals to 3a plus 2b. So the question actually wants us to find the value of a minus 2b. So a minus 2b is this. We want to find out this. Just nice, we can cancel these two from both sides. So therefore, a minus 2b is equals to 3. Okay, so this is how we do this question. Alright? Question number 4. The polynomial fx is this whole thing where a and b are constants, exactly divisible by x plus 1. So if it's exactly divisible by x plus 1, that means when I substitute in negative 1, okay, if I substitute negative 1 into the function, the polynomial, so it means 3 negative 1 cubed plus 2a minus b, negative 1 square plus a negative 1 plus b, I am going to get 0. Okay, so let us try to simplify things. So I'm going to get negative 3 plus 2a minus b plus, or rather negative a plus b. Okay, equals 0. The negative b and b will cancel each other out. Negative 3 I'm going to bring over here. 2a minus a gives me a is equals to 3. So I know that a is equals to 3 over here. Okay, how about the second one? I'm told that when fx is divided by x, the remainder it obtained is negative 2. So I know that if I were to substitute 0, because you know I need to make this 0. So if I substitute 0 inside, I'm going to get 3 times 0 cubed plus 2a minus b, 0 square plus a, 0 plus b, and I'm going to get a remainder of negative 2. So in this case, this goes to 0, this goes to 0, this goes to 0, therefore b is equals to negative 2. If b is equals to negative 2, how do I factorize the whole thing completely? Okay, so I'm going to get the fx, my fx, I'm going to substitute it inside here. So I'm going to get 3x cubed plus 2a, my a is 3 minus b, minus b, x squared, plus a is 3x minus 2. Okay, so I can simplify this. Cube plus 2 times 3 gives me 6. 6 plus 2 gives me 8. 8x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now, I was told that x plus 1 is a factor, right? Because it is exactly divisible. So all I need to do here is actually just long division. I am running out of space over here. But let's try. Okay, let's try to push things to the side. I should have given more space to this question. But let's push everything to the side over here. Let's try to do some long division now. So I have 3x cubed plus 8x squared plus 3x minus 2. I'm going to divide by x plus 1. Okay, so here I want to make the x become 3. So 3x cubed. So the only way to do that is to multiply by 3x squared. So multiply by 3x squared. If I do that to the 1, I'm going to get plus 3x squared. Let's subtract this away. So 8 minus 3 gives me 5x squared plus 3x minus 2. Next, I'm going to plus 5x. So 5x squared plus 5x minus 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 gives me negative 2. Negative 2x minus 2. And over here, I need to multiply by negative 2. So I'll get negative 2x minus 2. And that gives me 0. Alright. So I understand that this is going to be equals to x plus 1. 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. So lastly, I can do my ladder method. 3x squared minus 2 plus 5x. 3x times x. Maybe 2 times 1. Let's try this, whether this works. 6x. X. How do I get plus 5? This must be plus. This must be minus. This is plus and minus. Yep, it works. So therefore, this is equals to 3x minus 1, x plus 2. Alright, so this is how you do this question. Okay, so this is how we factorize completely. We find out one of the factors, and then, of course, we do long division, and we factorize the rest. Alright, let's move on. Question number 5, that's the last question. Okay, so how do we express this in partial fractions? The first thing I do is I want to check whether it's a proper, is it a proper fraction? So yes, because the degree is degree 2, at the bottom is actually degree 3. So I know that x squared plus 4x minus 7 over x squared plus 4, x plus 1. This is an irreducible factor. So I cannot really factorize it any further, so I'm just going to leave it as that. And I know that this is going to be of the form ax plus b over x squared plus 4 plus c over x plus 1. Let's multiply both sides by the denominator. So x squared plus 4x minus 7 is equals to ax plus b multiplied by x plus 1 plus c x squared plus 4. Okay, so here I'm going to try to eliminate something. If I let x be negative 1, so I can actually try. So when x is equals to negative 1, why do I want to negative 1? Because I want this to become 0, right? So this one is going to be negative 1 squared plus 4 times negative 1 minus 7 is equals to c negative 1 squared plus 4, so that will give me 5c. So this one is going to be negative 10 is equals to 5c, so therefore c is equals to negative 2. Alright, so we have found what is c. Let us find the rest. Okay, What else can I find? I can try when x is equals to 0, because when x equals 0, I can get rid of the 8, right? So when x is 0, my left hand side, I'm just going to get negative 7 is equals to b times 1 plus c times 4. Okay, but I already know what is c, right? C is actually negative 2. Okay, so I can do this. B is equals to negative 7 plus 8. That gives me 1. And lastly, once I know what's my C and what's my B, I can actually replace it over here. So that it's a lot clearer. Negative 2 is over here. My B, I'm going to replace this with 1. Okay, so really I'm just left with one unknown. I can let x be anything now, okay? But I probably easier if I let x equals to 1. So if I let x equals to 1, then I'm going to get 1 square plus 4 times 1 minus 7 is equals to a plus 1 multiplied by 2 minus 2 times 5. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna get over here 1 plus 4 gives me 5. 5 minus 7 gives me negative 2 is equals to 2a plus 2 minus 10. So 2a, 2 minus 10 gives me negative 8. Let's bring the negative 8 over. Negative 2 plus 8 gives me 6 is 2a, so therefore a is equals to 3. Okay, so my partial fractions, if I want to express it in partial fractions, I'm running out of space, so I'm just going to replace it over here. But do not do this. No, you know what? If not, some of you will do this in the exam. Okay, so my final answer is going to be a is 3, so it's 3x plus b, my b is 1, over x squared plus 4. C is negative 2, so I can minus 2 over x plus 1. Alright, so please do your corrections. Your test is going to be very similar to this thing. Just make sure you understand. If you have any queries or any question, please just let me know. Alright, if not, take care. I'm wishing you guys a great holiday. If you're watching this on a Sunday, you are probably playing too much. Alright, if not, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.